Well, we all know that millennials are a growing and influential group. They are also more likely to fall for scams versus seniors, apparently. A new survey shows 30% of millennials lost money in scams last year. This compares to only 10% for seniors. Kat Timpf is our resident millennial. What do you think about this, Kat?
Look, it makes a lot of sense to me. First of all, a lot of this stuff happens online. Millennials buy more things online. Second of all, when I read about this, I saw about optimism bias. You know, we haven't been around as long. We haven't had enough time to just have society really disappoint us and have enough lies and disappointments. Whereas maybe people who are older, have lived a little more jaded, might be, I don't know. I've never had a scam. I did have someone steal my credit card information, so maybe it was a scam.
I was surprised because I know that there are a lot of scams over seniors. You know, everybody tries to take advantage of senior citizens, I find. I've just seen that, just all the calls my parents get, for example. But I was surprised that millennials are actually scammed more so than seniors.
Yeah, because you hear stories. I've heard, you know, friends who their parents are like, I just want a DVD player. I just want a trip to the Bahamas on the internet. It's like, you didn't, though. But, you know.
I want $18 million. Somebody told me the other day.
Yeah, but I don't know. Millennials are more stuff online, I think, more likely to fall for it.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, experience can be a pretty tough teacher, obviously, but I think looking at the larger picture, maybe this is part of it. You do see in some surveys millennials starting to be more grown up about financial questions generally, about their financial future. So I'm curious about the political impact as millennials kind of start to become more like previous generations. People thought they were kind of an outlier, and I think eventually, you know, they start businesses, as we heard from Marianne, just like everyone else does.
Yeah, well, that group is definitely entrepreneurial. If you will. Okay, let me ask you about the political side of this, Kat, because President Obama got the millennial vote over the past 2 elections. We know that. Hillary Clinton's having a challenge with this crucial voting bloc. She appeared on Between Two Ferns, a web series, to show her comedic side. Watch this.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mrs. Clinton. We should stay in touch. What's the best way to reach you? Email?
You've got mail.
Well, that was sort of funny, but did you think it was funny?
Well, the thing is, it is funny. It was very funny, but you come out of it thinking Zach Galifianakis is funny, not thinking Hillary Clinton is funny. People are telling her, I'm sure you need to do some of these funnier things, be more likable. That is how Obama succeeded. But Obama's kind of funny. Nobody's walking out of it thinking that, you know, any more of her, just that she was kind of part of a thing that was funny, not because of her.
Now, we should point out that the Clinton campaign confirmed that interview was taped the day she was diagnosed with pneumonia. Okay, so maybe that had something to do with it? I mean, was the interview effective in increasing enthusiasm among millennials? Do you think? And when you hear that it was on the day she was diagnosed with pneumonia.
Okay, I mean, you do have to have some admiration for her being able to do that, but has she ever been funny? I mean, I still haven't forgotten about Pokemon Go to the polls. Still haven't forgotten about how bad that was. It seems, you know, if Obama really is, I think that worked for him more because he is a funny guy. He really is. You know, you watch his speeches, White House, you know, Correspondents' Dinner, you're laughing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, what do you think?
I have a question about how millennials are reacting to the celebrity endorsements. So you've got, clearly Zach is on her side there. You can see there's this advertisement with what, like 100 celebrities saying get out the vote. It's the most dangerous election ever, one right after the other. How does that influence millennials?
That's a great question.
It makes me really sad because, you know, these celebrities, they don't care about you. It's not like you vote for who they tell you to vote for and all of a sudden they're going to show up at your door and be like, let's be friends. You really need to not worry about people who will never care that you exist, what they think about who you're voting for.
That's also a great point, Kat. Yeah, you're right. James.
Well, looking at that Galifianakis moment, obviously it seemed better for him than for her.
Right. The whole interview seemed better for him than her.
Her role in that sketch was to be the straight person, right? So maybe if you were looking back, maybe her campaign should have demanded a few good lines for her in the exchange.
There was
did anybody give her
quotable
jokes?
lines. There was no quotable lines. He had all the punchlines.
Right.
So how is that ever going to be a win for her?
Well, she said at one point, don't tell me what to do, but it sort of fell flat.
She's just so stiff. It didn't look like she was having fun with it. And I think that's part of the problem. When you see so many of these things that she's doing, she doesn't seem like she's enjoying herself. And people want to be around someone who's having fun. Donald Trump seems like he's having fun no matter what he's doing. She doesn't. I think the last time I saw her in one of these things that she seemed like she was having fun was when she was on stage with Ellen DeGeneres, and that was
weird.
Over a year ago. Right?
It's also kind of weird. It's just me.
So should she just stick to being straight and not try this comedy?
Authenticity.
think she has
Authenticity,
to. Right.
that's
Maybe
it.
she's funny as herself. She's trying to be like how Obama was, and it just does not work for her.
Yeah, it did work for Donald Trump the other day when Jimmy Fallon messed up his hair, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's funny.
This is a basic problem. He's a fun, charismatic guy, and she's not.
She's got to be who she is.
Yeah.
I mean, she should be a relatable human being. She was a working mom. She made the decision not to work, follow her husband. She should be all of these things. What people want to see is her relatable, not being funny.
It seems more like she's trying to be relatable, which seems fake. People say, oh, this sentence will make you look relatable.
Exactly.
That's not how it works. You can tell if someone's being real or fake as a fellow human being.
It's all about authenticity. That's absolutely right. We'll take a short break. Hillary Clinton proposing a massive 65% estate tax. A new tax now we're hearing about how her plan could impact your family's future.